One aspect of Episode 9 that a lot of fans out there, including myself, I'm really looking forward to seeing in this movie has all to do with Jedi and Sith lore by J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, I will say, J.J. Abrams is really trying very hard with this movie. With each and every day that passes, we're getting closer and closer to the end of principal photography / filming. And that's when we enter post-production, which is where all the special effects, ADR, color correction, the music, everything is all inserted in post-production. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. However, what's really intriguing that has all to do with Jedi and Sith lore is not only will it be used as a primary way to move the characters of Kylo Ren and Rey forward in the story and within their adventures in the movie, but it will also have to do with connections to the prequels, the originals, as well as Star Wars Rebels, including one of the lightsaber prop pieces on set for Episode 9 is being described as Ezra's lightsaber that's going to be used for a sequence in which Daisy Ridley, portraying the character of Rey, will enter a vault full of Jedi and Sith relics. Now, what could she possibly be doing with Ezra Bridger's lightsaber in Episode 9? Now, this most definitely matches up with the actual appearance of Rey and her description of how she will look in the movie. Now, if you guys recall, about a week ago or so, we heard that Daisy Ridley as Rey is at least going to have a sequence in the movie in which she will have a backpack full of Jedi relics, including holocrons, lightsaber hilts, and other forms of artifacts as well. Now, the fact that she has a backpack full of all of these different Jedi belongings, all these different Jedi relics and artifacts, one of which is going to be an actual lightsaber prop piece that once belonged to Ezra Bridger himself. So this is really raising a lot of questions. Is this a major hint and or indicator that Ezra Bridger is indeed going to be in this movie, at least in the form of a cameo? Kind of like what they did with, of course, Saw Gerrera in Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. Even though he was more of a major role in that film, they could do something very similar to that in a sense in this movie. And we heard about a very familiar character within the age of 50 to 55 years old that has the same exact appearance descriptions of Ezra Bridger being in Episode 9. So this prop piece that is being used on set that Daisy Ridley will use in the backpack that she will be carrying on a desert world is actually labeled as Ezra Bridger's lightsaber. Now, this is really raising a ton of questions though. Is she going to use this thing? Is she going to use parts of Ezra Bridger's lightsaber in order to pretty much reforge Anakin and of course Luke Skywalker's iconic lightsaber? Now, we do know that she's reforging Anakin's lightsaber. She's going to rebuild it and she's going to make it her own. So it's going to have some design changes to it, which is one thing that I am truly looking forward to seeing in Episode 9. Not only is it a smart move by Disney, because I'm sure they're going to sell more toys that way and different, replicas of lightsaber hilts, but it's also a great way to show that Rey at least has some knowledge from the Jedi books, most likely, or some kind of guidance by the Force Ghost of Luke Skywalker. Otherwise, how is she able to rebuild an actual lightsaber from scratch? Now, I think what she actually has is the Jedi books. It's basically going to have a manual in there on how to develop a new lightsaber, and she's going to use parts of this prop piece that's going to be involved in the movie, labeled as Ezra Bridger's lightsaber. Now, we got a similar thing in, of course, The Force Awakens, where they were using different Jedi and Sith lore. I remember way back when we heard very little about Darth Vader's helmet being one of the prop pieces for that movie. So with both Rey and Kylo Ren, these two characters, a lot of their arcs, a lot of their stories in this movie is going to have to do with both Jedi and Sith lore in the film. That's really going to move the characters forward by basically discovering new secrets and revelations about the Jedi and the Sith that'll make us, the fans, view the prequels, the originals, and everything Star Wars in a different way. Now, is that a risky move or not? I'm not quite sure. It's all about how they execute it on screen and how well it's written and how it's going to be done and how they're going to approach the audience with all of this. We do know that this movie is described as a big movie and having a lot of stuff in it that has a lot going for itself that's actually going to work work towards something bigger and more magical in the future. So I believe that what they're trying to do is that there's definitely a lot of callbacks to Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars The Clone Wars, the books, the novels, everything out there will actually be a part of Episode 9. And that's exactly what JJ and crew are trying to do. They're trying to cater to all different Star Wars fans around the globe. Anyways guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.